Mirror of Save Victor. Well, how's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And today we are going to do a little mix of better late than never because it's been sitting on my collection and I haven't used it for a while, plus some new items and some stuff that I was gifted, and that would be P.Louise. So we are going to do an almost full pace of P.Louise cosmetics. So if you want to see what we do, what items we use, you're in the right place, and you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So I'm going to start off with, if you hear the air conditioner in the background, I am sorry, but it is really warm in here, and with elderly kitties, we had to have some air con on. So hopefully, I guess I'll find out in editing if it's really loud, but I'm going to apologize now. Okay, so somebody had posted something which made me go to the P.Louise website, and then they had some things that I wanted. And then one of the things I wanted was sold out, and then I found something I really liked that came in a set. I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna do that, put it into my cart, shipping. But then I'm like, oh, you know, and then you're probably gonna get hit by duty. Let's not. Took it out of my cart, and I swear half an hour later I was in Poshmark, and some of these items were there with the same seller who happened to be local. So I got a great job on a bundle. So we're gonna have some new P.Louise stuff, and then we're gonna have some stuff that I got from Wilmette Christmas that I haven't had a chance to use. So I think an item or two that I had from the previous Christmas that I hadn't really used, and then I think maybe one or two items that we've been using all along. So for new things, the first thing, but we won't be using it because I've got some open and I don't want to open one, and plus we're putting on makeup, not taking it off, but this is the P.Louise Make It Melt Strawberry and Cream Cleansing Balm. Isn't this a beautiful? I love a cleansing balm, and then I thought, you know, this would make, because you can do, I think it's of 3, you have to do minimum of 3 to do a bundle, and since, you know, I love me a melting balm, strawberries and cream, I thought, okay, this could be the third item. I was looking at brushes because I have a one lonely P.Louise brush, but I've got brushes. Even though I would love to try it because Wilma loves these so much, but we're okay. And then they had this thing here, and this I think is recently new. This is the I Love You dough, and this is, I guess they had like a donut sweet shop type collection. And this is a pack of 8 highlighters from P.Louise, so we are going to be playing with these. I only have one highlighter from P.Louise, so that was kind of excited to play with these, and they're very fun colors. So I got that, the cleansing balm, and then, so I've been really in love, and I wanted to keep Martha's blush that she got in, I think it was the November budget box. That was the item they were sold out of, but then they had this beautiful tin, and it comes with 3 cream blushes, and this is the Spoilt for Choice, and it is, hold on, a creamy formula that ate and left no crumbs. So there we go, and again in kind of the sweets thing, and then it is this beautiful tin that later on you can use for other things, like I would probably store if I had a whack of P.Louise brushes, but then it has these 3 blushes in here. So I thought for brand new, we'll play with the brushes and the highlighters. For some items that I got a little while ago, but I hadn't had a chance to use them yet. I got a couple of these, the Serving of Magical Memories, and All You Need is a Sprinkle of Wishes. Are these couple that came in the big Christmas mystery house box, and this one here, and which is the Magical Memories, and then we also have the A Sprinkle of Wishes, an added touch of Gingerbread Kisses. So this is, they came in a lighter and a darker version, and that I believe is the lighter of the two, so I thought we could play with these today. So I've been trying to find a moment to use them, and I thought, well, let's try and do a full face of P.Louise. So now we can finally use these. Wilma had sent me, she made a fixed recreated a dress for me and then sent me a few things in it. And one of them was, she tried them, but she isn't a fan of half lashes. So she sent me the other set of the half lashes. So I'm going to use these. And then I got a few things that are just stuff that I have, some primers and things, and a eyeliner that I've not tried yet. So there we go. There's all our items. So I thought, let's play. So I have several. I don't have any more of my Rumor P.Louise. I finally used it up, but I do have this one in yellow. I've got this teal one, which wouldn't work for today. But then I also have this, which I've not tried, and I thought it was a primer. I tested it out, but it is like a eyeshadow that goes from a dry to wet, or wet to dry. That would be interesting the other way around. I thought maybe we can use this a little bit as a primer and then maybe play with these. Or at least test it on one eye, and then if it works out good, then we can. If not, we can cease and desist. So we can try that. So I'm just going to grab a mirror, and then since everything in P.Louise is basically pink, I've got this is more of a lavender, but close enough, from Kimchi Beauty. That lights up, and I thought we could use that. And let's play with some P.Louise. All right, so let's try with one eye first. I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm going to stick a little bit on there and then just see if we can maybe use this more of a primer than an eyeshadow. I'm not the biggest fan of liquid to powder eyeshadows. I do have a few in my collection. I think I have a couple from Sydney Grace, and I think I might have one or two that I've gotten over time, but it's generally not my thing. I think it's because I've got hooded eyes, so I thought we could try it. And then it's also really warm, so I didn't know how that would work as well. So I thought maybe we could use this as a base. We're going to do one eye at a time, I think, this time, and then we will test this out. If it doesn't work very well for what I'm thinking, then we can do something else. So this will be more of a neutrally gingerbready look today. No, I've been wanting to play with these palettes for a while, and then every time I'm going to look at palettes, even just for my everyday look, something else comes first. So I thought, let's do it. Let's try these. All right. So we have this one here. This is the lighter of the two, and then we have the darker of the two. So maybe we can quickly swatch some of these, and then I can make up my mind what I want. So in the first one, we've got Magical Beginnings, Bite Spark, that's interesting. Sweet Affection and Slice of Heaven. So we're going to do that in that order. So this is definitely a good blending shade. So these are really pretty. So both of them are 3 mattes and then 1 shimmery shade. So that is the first quad there. And then the second quad, we've got Snack 'em Up, Eat Wave, Cake You Down, and Need Me. So it's those there, and then we'll quickly swatch those. So 1. Yeah, these definitely are good. You can match together. 2. Ooh, this is pretty. 3. And 4. Need Me. There we go. Yeah, these are definitely 2 palettes that can work together. All right, so what are we going to do? Let's start with, let's go 3 back. So we're going to go and start with the shade that is called Eat Wave. And we're going to try that one first and then try it over this liquid shadow. Still a little bit tacky, so let's try that. I'm going to use my one P.Louise brush. Oh yeah, that goes on there really nice. So yeah, I think we can definitely use this as an eye primer. Yeah, I think that's good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on the other eye. And then that one has even a little bit more time to get a bit tacky. I was just about to take my Worldy palette, which is the first P.Louise palette I ever got. I was like, oh, maybe I can do that and just do, you know, oldest to newest of what I own. But then I saw these 2 little palettes and I thought, nope, now's your chance. keep putting it off, but now's your chance. You wanted them, and there we go. So we've got ourselves a nice little shape there as well. There we go. And then we're going to go back into, okay, glasses isn't going to be a thing anymore. We're going to go back into Eat Wave, and I have no short-term memory. Okay, should we have dumb story time? Yeah, I think we should. So yesterday I thought, oh, well, you know, it's pretty hot, but I needed to mail a check. Yes, that does occasionally still happen. To mail a check. My friend and I are playing Lotto together. I wanted to replay our Lotto tickets. And, oh, I needed to pick up some pill pockets for my cat. So I thought, okay, you know what? We're going to get our exercise. We can come home and then we can, you know, stay cool after that. So let's go. So I go and everything's fine. I go pick up the pill pockets. I go and play my Lotto. Oh, I'd mailed my letter because when I come into my drugstore, I can go mail the letter and then go around to where there's Lotto, buy my tickets, and then as I'm buying tickets, or just before I'm leaving, my phone rings. And I don't pick it up because I'm, you know, kind of packing things up. Then it goes again, and it's like, oh, it's the window place because I got a broken screen that won't go in, and then as soon as I get it. It's like, you have to give me a chance to get the thing, and they hang up. And then I try calling, and then it's busy, and then they do it again, and then I'm like, oh, forget it. So then I'm gonna leave. So then I leave, and I start walking, and then of course the phone rings again, and then I pick up the phone, and same thing, hangs up. So then I decide to call again. This time I get through to the voicemail, and then I'm like, hey, you gotta give a gal a chance here. I gotta pick up the phone, and then, you know, whatever, leave the message, head home. So I get home, I'm just home, I call back, and then we were chatting, and as I was kind of like, as we were talking, I was putting some stuff away, and then what do I notice? I guess in the umpteen times taking that phone in and out of my purse, I ended up dropping the Lotto ticket. Not the freebie that we won, no, the one where I paid some in advance, $23 worth. I'm panicking, it's hot, like I couldn't get them off the phone fast enough. I'm backtracking the whole way, trying to find it, thinking, okay, somebody now is going to have my ticket. If I replay and we win, we're definitely going to be sharing with somebody. And I was just about to give up. I even went back to the drugstore to see if they had it. Nobody, or, you know, somebody had left it because I dropped it at the door. Nothing. And then just when I was at the last spot, I thought, well, that's it. It's gone. I see this car drive past, and just underneath the car, where the car just passed, there's my ticket. Little bit worse for wear, but it was there. So I was like, managed to get my ticket. I just felt so stupid. And then the time I got home, it was so hot. It was like straight into a cold shower. It was awful. We went from having a nice summer where it was just a, you know, warm here or there, but nothing too hot, to crazy heat wave weather. So it's supposed to go up to over 35 today. I think it was like 36 or something. Yesterday, somebody was saying it was just awful. So yeah, so air conditioning on here. The fan I've been having in my room going for a week, so my room's been staying cold. For the other cats, it's chaos. So anyways, there's me being dumb and not noticing that I drop things. I am just really lucky that it's still there. Alrighty, again, so that was Eat Wave. Now the next shade. So the next shade I want to try. What do I want to try? I'm gonna go. Yes, I think I'm just gonna end up using one shade from here, but from this one we're gonna go into the shade that is called Snack 'em Up, and that's an orange one here. Is literally quiet all day. There's not been a single ambulance or police car, and I'm filming, and here we are. Oh, I'll tell you. So anyways, this is Snack 'em Up. And then I haven't used this one before, but I guess I'm brave enough to put my base on first. Well, that's a really pretty, like, burnt orange color. I really like that. Yeah, this dark one is definitely, definitely, if you could only get one out of the two of these, this is definitely really nice. Okay, I like that. Then we're going to go into the other one here, and then we're going to go into the shade that is called Slice of Heaven, and that, okay. And then I think for the inner corner, I am, because there's no light shimmer in these, I'm actually going to use one more shade out of here. So we're using 2 mattes from each one. It's the one that's called Magical Beginnings, and I'm going to pop that into my inner corner of my eye. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Now, for the bottom lash line, I'm just going to repeat the same colors along the bottom. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to put on some shimmery shades. So I think we are going to use, while Sweet Attraction is really pretty, I think I want to really use this bronzy orange one. So this is the Cake You Down. Instead of Take You Down, we're going to use that one there. And first I'm going to do the phalange test. I've already stuck my phalange in there. Ooh, look how nice that is. Oh, good choice. Oh yeah, it's nice. And then for the people that like using brushes, I'm just going to use the one that we put the powder on, or the primer shadow on with. And then I'm going to try a little bit like so. This one's very emollient-y. I didn't feel like it needed a spray. No. It's emollient, not crumbly. Yeah, so you can use a brush or your finger, but I think you do get a little bit more payoff with the finger. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. Okay, so there's our 2 little palettes. So one of the things I haven't really used are these eyeliners. This one is this light-ish, toffee-ish kind of brown. That might actually work for this. And then, because I love a brown liner, but I just haven't had a chance to use one in a while. And then this one is the darker. And I thought before they have a chance to dry out or anything. I'm going to try the lighter one first and see how that does. I think that one blends in a little bit too much into the color, so let's try the darker one. It is a bit liquidy. Well, it's definitely an easy to use liner. It's just that these colors are a little bit too light for the look, but definitely nice and easy and precise, so I do like that. Alrighty, so now let's play with some blush. So again, this is the Spoilt for Choice, and this has the 3 blushes in here. I did look at them when I got them. The one, unfortunately, not a lot, but it did hit the little lid a little bit, so it's a little bit muckied up, but not a lot. So there we go. So this is the first one. This is Peach of My Heart. So that's that one. And then it says Spoilt for Choice. So it's definitely a peachy color. Then the next one that is in here. Hopefully these are good. I have some of the ones in the squeezy tube and I like them, and I really like their powder one, which I have to get some of my own one day. This one's called Melon Mood. So that's very more pink than melon. Well, I guess inside, if you do inside of a watermelon or something. There we go. That's probably more what you're thinking. And then the last one here, and this is the one that had a little bit got to the root, is called Legally Pink. And this one got a little bit on the top there. Ooh, are they supposed to come out that easily? Oh, maybe that's why it happened. It was a little loose in there. Yeah, that glue, it's been hot, so even in the delivery truck, I think the glue is just a little loose. I think that's why, because it was just weird how just this one, but that is okay. There we go. And then that it's just on the protective cover of the mirror, which I think because this one, the glue isn't really sticking, we're going to keep that. So this is the one I wanted to use at first when I was looking at them, because I thought I could just use off the lid, but I don't think a super pink look is quite the look for this eyelid. So we are going to go with the first one, which again was Peach something, Peach of My Heart. So I think that's the one we are going to try first, but we will do a little swatch of the other ones in a second. So there it is, touch of my heart. I'm going to start with, you know what, I'm going to place it with a bit of a brush, and then I think I'm probably going to blend it in with a sponge, which I normally do, but I'm trying not to wreck the writing on here. Yeah, that's why just the glue came a little loose. So let's gently tap in here. Oh yeah, so you get a lot of color without totally mangling the writing. Oh yeah, there you go. Feels nice and balmy, but you do get color payoff. That is Mr. Gatsby in the background there. He's been wandering. Other story time. Well, I thought, because usually when I have, when I'm watching somebody else's cat, because I can segregate my apartment off, and you seems so much a different energy when there's girl cats. The girls don't seem to get along, but there was less growling and stuff through the gate with a boy cat. So I thought, well, maybe, you know, after the first week, because I'm going to have him for 2 weeks, that maybe I could have them all meet. The other night he decided to break into my bedroom, kicked him out. 5 minutes later, he broke in again. So I was like, okay, fine. A teeny bit of hissing for my one cat, but other than that, it's been okay. So they've been still staying to their corner of the place, and he's been mostly staying for his. But every once in a while, it likes to wander around and see what the girls are doing. Oh yes, this is really, really, oh, this goes on really, really nice. It is a very nice and emollient and balmy, but you still got the nice color. I was really liking the Fenty cream ones, and I bought 3 of them, and I finished 2, and I'm panning a 3rd. These ones are, I think, a pretty good replacement, and then they're just a nice size. I paid, so they had a deal on the website where it was 63 Canadian. You got the 3 blushes, you got a a liquid highlighter, and one of their lip kits for $63. And I was very tempted to get that, but I got this for $38. And I think the cleansing balm for $18, and then the highlighter was something like 20 something. So I think it would, yeah. And the lip stuff, I like it, but I would have just taken it because it's free. And then the highlighter was just 1. So for the deal, getting a highlighter palette, the 3 shadows plus the cleansing balm with and then I would have had to add shipping on top of the 83. So with shipping, I maybe paid $10 or $11 more for all of this versus that one little set. So I think I got to the right deal. And then it's all new, right? It isn't, she hasn't used it. I think she gets deals on makeup and then resells them forward. So she had a lot of stuff and a lot of P.Louise. So there we go. So let's quickly, before we get to the highlighters, let's quickly go and give a little swatchy poo of these ones. So again, this is the one that was Melon, my heart, Melon of something. Melon Mood, yeah, so there's Melon Mood. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger. Yes, it is so very emollient. Nice and balmy. So there's that one. That's really pretty. And then the other one that, I guess I still could take it from the top of the lid, the Legally Pink from the lid. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. Wow. I like that. So there we go. So pop it carefully back in. And there we are. Spoiled for choice. So there is the blush there, and it goes so nicely in the skin. Okay, now next up, some fun with highlighters. I love you, dough. So there we go. Let's look inside. The packaging on the inside and outside match. And our little plastic cover. And here we go. Look at that. Look how fun they are. There's like this beautiful lavender. Oh my gosh. So I think we need to swatch all of these. So do they have names? Not on the... No, it just says lilac and lavender tones, springtime dainty delights, glow that can be seen in darkness, under starry-skied moonlight, a picnic in the park, ended with something sweet, donuts in a basket, icing-coated treats. Gooey and great for sharing, or maybe steal the box. Our secret recipe revealed. These sparkles are unlocked, so dip some into some decadence. We know how to feed your fix with tried and true formulas and blooming bunches of tricks. So there is no names for them, so we will just have to swatch them and see what the colors are. So this one seems very duochrome. Oopsie, let's do this hand there. So there's that one. It's light with a hint of pink. And then the next one gets pinker. Still very nice and toppery. Kind of build in intensities on the pinks. So there you can see a little bit more pink. And then here's the last one, which is the darkest one. There we go. And then on the bottom, we start here more, I think, the lavender. There. Yeah, this is a perfect companion to the blushes for sure. And there is the final one. So those are beautiful. But I think because we've got such an orangey look, we're gonna go with the first one. So it is like a white with a hint of pink. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. We're gonna go into that one there. Dare on the side of caution a little bit. And I love my my other P.Louise one highlighter that's in the heart. So this is feeling like it's that same beautiful quality that looks, you know, kind of shimmery and wet looking. All right. Okay, so there we go. I love you, though. Okay, so lips I don't have a lot for P.Louise. I have 2 lip liners and a lipstick. I don't think I ever got any glosses, and I've finished up my lip treatment. So the lip we have is, I think is it an orangey red? I'm trying to remember here. Ooh, yeah, so I can maybe use that one. Then I have 2 different lip liners. This was the original one I got with the lipstick, like so. And then I got this neutral shade here, which is my newest one there. Okay, but I think let's do the kit as it goes together. I need to find a better sharpener for my lip pencils. They all seem to always wreck the, tried so many, or they work for a little bit and then all of a sudden they don't work anymore, and then they wreck your pencils. So I didn't want to rub on my lip because this one was a little bit rough because of the sharpener that I used a few minutes ago. So yeah, it's definitely more orangey red. And then if we want to the shimmer that we didn't use, that was the one called Sweet Affection. And let's pop it onto the lips. And that way the color is a little bit closer to our color story. Here we go. So last stuff I have is lashes, some mascara, clean myself up a bit, so it can take me a while to do lashes sometimes. So I think I'll do that and then I will be right back. And here we are, all done, a final look. So these are the top it off, it adds some spice, half and half lashes. I love these. If these are still on the website and the next time I'm buying something, I'm going to slam a whack of these in there. I'm always trying to find a good half lash, and I think these could be the perfect half lashes. They went on not too bad. I'm only putting them on very gently so I can take photos and stuff because I'm going to be running around and doing some stuff in-house. I like these and I want to use them for maybe a night out. And there we go, almost a full face of P.Louise. We've got blush, we've got highlighter, we've got lips, we've got eyes. And there we go. So playing with things that I had already in my collection and playing with a few new things. And there we go, P.Louise. I love P.Louise. And yeah, let me know. Are you a fan? I did put myself on the Christmas wish list for the Advent box, but the only way I could get that, it would be if I don't buy anything for the rest of the year. And that's kind of tempting because that big house is pretty fabulous. All right, well, that's it from me today. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and play with P.Louise together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.